What is up, fellas? How y'all doing? So, I've had a lot of people reach out, want to know questions about the ranch, meeting Ryan, how was everything? Did you see this? Did y'all do this? Yada, yada, yada. So, your boy's going to tell you how it was, man. So, I don't want to sit here and give this big, long story time and tell you everything we did because mainly it's like it's a memory thing for me. I've had some of the best times and coolest times in my life hanging out with somebody that I've really looked up to and admired for, 70% of my fucking life, it feels like. But, so yeah, that's why I'm not going to sit here and tell you everything we did, because that's things for my eyes, my brain, for me to hold. I'm very thankful for them. Also, we did the interview. I know a lot of people were like, bro, why didn't you put it out? Did something happen? Yada, 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 all this other shit. I'll tell you why I didn't put it out. And a lot of people may feel a certain way about this. Whatever. I have it. I will put it out. But the reason why I did not put it out immediately, like everybody else would, is because I wanted to really, truly get to know Ryan Rup Church. And when I say that, I mean I wanted to know the flaws, how he was as a person, how he was in his personal time, how he was with his daughter, how he was with his old lady, his security, his brothers, people around him, stuff like that. I wanted to truly get to know him to where if I ever speak on him ever again, I would be able to do it confidently. I would know what I was talking about. So, the reality, something I didn't speak out about, because nobody's fucking business. I've been talking to Ryan for a lot longer than people know. I've been friends with Ryan a lot longer than people know. I've seen him a lot more than people know. I just didn't post it all over the fucking internet because I'm a regular ass person. But I got my confirmation. I can confidently tell you the dude doesn't do drugs. I've been around him a fuck ton. I just didn't post it. Secondly, what everybody says on the internet, oh, but he paid you off. With what? A blue dove that I got right here that he gave me because I like creekers, so he got himself one and got me one. This thing costs probably $5. It's a gift. It's cool. I'm thankful for it, but it's a dove. He didn't pay me to defend him with a fucking dove. But people got this idea that he pays people to have his back and support him. I think I should be the most credible in this situation. And if you've been following me for a long time, you'll probably, agree. Reason why is because it's been 8 years where I haven't received one single thing from him. Not for him. And I've always had his back. So I don't see why you would think that would change now that I do know him. Doesn't really make sense. Like, if I supported him whenever I was 15 and now I support him at 23 when I know him, you're not making sense. The people that are like, bro, he gave you something. He gave you something big. No, he gave me his time and access to his life. That's it. I'm grateful for that. He didn't be like, hey man, you want $10,000 in a house and a Hellcat? No, if he did that, I'd been like, bro, what the fuck are you trying to do? Something else, people got this idea that you can't talk to him, you can't question him. Man, if you disagree, he'll hate you forever and banish you on the internet. That's a lie. I can tell you that. I've had several conversations with Ryan, one-on-one, with nobody around, no security, nobody, nothing, in the HB room, away from the house and away from everybody else, and be like, hey, so I didn't agree with this. Why'd you do this? And he didn't get offended. He didn't get mad. He didn't be like, fuck you, or hey man, I hate you, or I'm going to ruin you. He was just like, okay, but this is the reason why I did that. Without hesitation. He didn't feel like he had to defend himself. I didn't feel like I had to prove myself. It was just like, hey man, I didn't agree with this when you did this, because this is just not how I see things. But hey, why'd you do this, or why'd you do that? And he'd be like, oh, because this. And it made sense. I was able to have difficult conversations with someone that I really respect and admire. And he was a super down-to-earth, regular person about it. He was a real motherfucker. Absolutely. The Ryan Rup Church you see on YouTube, or you see wherever else, is the same one you see in person. He gets discredited by these people that don't know him, or that used to know him, or whatever the case is, on the internet, and people build this picture of him that doesn't exist. I'm not just saying that because, oh, you hung around him one time. Like I said, been talking to Ryan for a lot longer than people know, and I have my confirmation, so I can confidently speak about it. So, to get all that bullshit out of the way, no, he didn't give me anything to have his back, just his time. But hanging out at the ranch has been fucking amazing. The place is so peaceful. It feels like home when you're there. People got this idea that it's this crazy place where they lock you in and cage you and make you sign an NDA and you can't tell anybody nothing. That's not true. If I got to the gate and they were like, hey man, you need to sign an NDA, I'm like, I'm just not coming in, because I'm just going to go back home. I'm good. I got to kick it with everybody that's there. His brother, which I'm not going to say his name, even come over to hang out and kick it with us too. And we had the funnest fucking time, either Friday or Saturday night. I think it was Saturday night. Chilling in the HB room, just me, Ryan, and his brother, fucking watching YouTube and telling old stories and just fucking laughing, bro. We rolled on the ground laughing. Got to be around his wife. I got to be around his daughter, which for one, if you're people like us, that is major. I know some people don't understand that, but whenever someone allows you around their wife and their daughter, they trust you. They're definitely trusting that you're a safe, regular fucking person who's not a nutcase. I got to see with my own eyes over several different occasions that nobody knows about how Ryan is with his wife. Does he lock her in her room and beat her up and go fucking crazy? No. That woman is his entire fucking world. I can tell you that me and him being by ourselves, he talks about his wife very highly. He loves the fuck out of her. He's personally told me, bro, that's one of the only people I trust, man. That's my rock. She supports me. You know, we do this together, we do that together. I'm not going to get all his personal stuff because that's his thing. I don't want to sit here and put out what he tells me on the internet. But he loves his woman. She loves him. They're happy. I promise you, I'm not bullshitting you. The way he views his daughter, bro, that little girl is his entire fucking heart. He would do terrible things to somebody over his daughter. I can tell you that. Something I can say is that I went on a firewood run on the ranch and I jumped in a side-by-side and somebody that works there, I'm not going to say his name, but he was like, hey man, you're good. Just, Beth and the baby were in the driveway. Like, they walked the driveway together. I'll say that. He was like, hey, just one way to really piss Ryan off, don't fly by the girls. Don't do that. Go really slow. Take the long way around. Keep your distance. If you fly by them, I promise you he will lose his shit. So I was like, well, that's a really good thing. Am I supposed to be like mad about that? People also got this idea that he goes everywhere with security. They're there to defend him because he says things on the internet and he's scared. We went nowhere with security. Security is for the house, for his daughter and wife. Once again, because that's all he gives a fuck about. Me and him went on runs to go eat, went to Track Supply, went to Harbor Freight, went and got dip, diesel, and gas, and all kinds of shit. Bro, we ran all over. We went to Ashland City, went to Nashville, went and looked at some stuff. Like, cool, like, old history artifacts and stuff from way back in the day. We went down a bunch of wormholes, sitting on the couch, drinking coffee at 3 o'clock in the morning, and being like, okay, well, I think Nashville used to be this, it used to be that, and we're, like, finding different locations, looking at shit. Went in the woods together. Rode Can-Am, went and found the waterfall, went and found the tobacco barn, found a snake under the hood of an old tractor. Looked at some paintings and shit. Like, we did a bunch of really cool shit. Sat in the studio for several hours. Playing the guitar over old songs of his, old songs of country icons, stuff like that. Just having conversation, man. Getting to be genuine friends. And something I'm super proud of, something he told me was like, dude, this feels good. Being able to be around you like this in such a personal setting and being able to get to know you and see that you are exactly how you are on the internet in real life, and you're saying the same for me. Like, this has been really cool for me, and it's something that I don't usually get to experience because it's just me and my daughter, my wife all the time. But getting to be around somebody who is actually like me has been fucking amazing. So, for one, because I'm sure you're watching, thank you, Ryan. That made me feel fucking awesome, dude. But some fun facts about Ryan Rup Church. People got this idea that he sits on his phone all day and all he gives a fuck about the internet. Something I said to his brother, which is fucking hilarious to me at the time. On Turbulence, he says, screen time 9 minutes. We actually looked at his screen time one day. It was a Saturday. It was like the end of the day. We're like, look at your screen time. His screen time happened to fucking be 9 minutes. I shit you not. But fun fact about Ryan Rup Church. His phone is usually about to die all the fucking time because he doesn't charge it. We actually took the Can-Am in the woods to go look for the waterfall, and we had to call a security shack before we went in there to be like, hey, yo, Colby left his phone in the HP room, and my phone's on 3%, so if you don't see us in 30 minutes, we probably got stuck, so come looking for us, because my phone's about to fucking die. And we didn't get stuck, but we got distracted looking at some shit. We found a waterfall and some cool rocks and shit we're looking at in the creek. And security come down there in the can and was like, hey, you good? We're like, bro, we're fucking Gucci. We in the creek right now. But, hey, we'll take that Can-Am because we just blew up this side-by-side. Another thing, people being like, bro, this dude's changed. He's got all his money and he's materialistic now. That's all he gives a fuck about. Bro, we blew up the side-by-side and he didn't give a fuck. Like, he was coming down the driveway and I was like, hey, I took the side-by-side to the wash bay to clean it off and it's smoking and the check engine light's flashing. Pretty sure we blew it up. And he was like, fuck it. I was like, fuck it. He was like, fuck it. Get in the Can-Am. We also took a $100,000 Denali through the woods. You know how he drove the Platinum through the woods with Clay Walker that one time? We did the same thing, but in a nicer truck. I'm telling you, bro doesn't give a fuck about nothing, dude. The only thing he gives a shit about is his band, his music, and his family. That's it. the most like heartwarming and inspiring thing for me was seeing that he is exactly who I thought he was. And I told him that several times, and we kind of had like a heartfelt moment where I was like, dude, I'm thankful that you are who you are. And he's like, what do you mean? And I'm like, dude, I could have got out here and you could have been a weirdo. You could have really been a dude doing drugs. You could have been talking to your wife like shit. And I'd have been like, bro, I supported you, but I'm fucking disappointed. Fuck you. I'm out. I ain't never fucking talking to you again. You've been a complete fucking letdown. And he was like, well, for one, thank you for, being ballsy enough to tell me that to my face and for being real. And now I respect the fuck out of you for that. And I don't want to put Ryan's business out there because it's nobody's business. And I'm not trying to like put him up on this pedestal and like prove to you he's a good person. I'm just telling you about my experience because other people tell you about theirs and they try to discredit him. So if he would have been like that, I would have been one of the people that's like, hey man, I ain't gonna talk shit about the dude on the internet because that ain't me. But I'll tell you, I don't fuck with him no more. Like, you don't need to know why. I'm good. I ain't fucking with that dude. But it's the complete opposite. I got that dude's back all the fucking way, just like I have for the last 8 years of my life. I will have his back for the rest of my life. Unless he does some fuck shit and he really does change and forget who he is, which I don't see happening because the amount of time I spent around him, I don't see him doing it. I don't believe he has it in him. But what I'm trying to say is I've seen him take care of the people around him. We met some people in Cheatham going to the store to get some gas because we're going around Ashland City looking at some cool shit a couple weekends ago. And I don't know if I'm supposed to say this, not because I'm like legally bound to it or nothing, just he probably doesn't want his business out there, but there was somebody that he knew their daughter years ago, and he painted a house for him. I'm pretty sure when Chicken Willie was still alive. And that person fell on some hard times and was basically losing a vehicle because they couldn't pay for it. Sorry if I'm not supposed to say this because I know you don't like people talking about, bragging about you like that, Ryan. But Ryan took care of those payments. Like, right there. Somebody else had a vehicle issue that he knew. He immediately fixed it. I'm not going to go into issues of how. That's his business. But I watched him with my own eyes over several different weekends of being around him, of him take care of people with no hesitation. Hey, bro, this is yours. Take it. I don't care. Title will be switched over Monday. You don't even sweat it. He does not give a fuck. And it makes me feel weird talking about money, stuff like that, because I don't like to. I don't like to go into stuff like that. But the reason why I'm saying that is because people are like, man, he doesn't do for people. He's selfish. He doesn't care. Bro, that dude takes care of everybody. Literally everybody. His whole day is making sure that everyone else has what they need before he does anything for himself. His me time is getting on the Can-Am to go into the woods. His me time is chopping firewood. His me time is writing music, playing the guitar. He loves his instruments. And the basis of this whole thing I'm trying to say is I got my confirmation. There's nothing wrong with the dude. He's not doing drugs. He's not going crazy. He's not locking his wife in a fucking room. He's not tearing shit up. He's regular as fuck. He is the most regular person that is famous that I've ever seen in my life. And I've met famous people in Texas. Don't need to share their names, but they all ended up being pretty shitty. But I don't know, it's weird because now I'm like surprised of how regular he is. But I'm gonna get off here. I got shit I gotta do with my regular day. But that's my confirmation. My time with the ranch was kick-ass. I had a good time. Ryan was good to me. Another thing, he thanked me for thanking Beth for allowing me into their home. I made it a point a few times to be like, hey, I know he invited me out here, but thank you for allowing me in your home. Thank you for being genuine, being sweet to me. You've been amazing. Thank y'all so much. And that was something that was major to him, which was also a huge green flag for him to personally step aside with me and be like, hey, dude, just want to give you a hug and say thank you for being sweet to my wife and thanking her. That meant the fucking world to me. So what that tells you is that little things mean a lot to him, just like they do me. But at the end of the day, we had a cool time. Got to kick it with the band, meet his friends, meet a bunch of locals, met fans literally everywhere. Also, he doesn't like saying fans. He just says my people. But, dude, it was just a badass experience. And now I have a lifelong friend that I can go over there, hang out, go fishing on the ranch, go magnet fishing, go to the woods. Like, I'm sure coming up we're going to go metal detecting again, or metal detecting. But, dude, it's been fucking awesome, dude. Like, finding somebody that is just like you and is regular as fuck. And anybody who has doubted him, be like, man, is he crazy? Take it from me. I'm the guy that represents Creek Squad, and everybody's like, bro, that's the Rup Church guy. Like, he's had his back for years. If there was something wrong with him, I would tell you, hey, bro, These people are onto something. This motherfucker's crazy. He's not. I can look you in the face and tell you there's nothing wrong with that dude. Ryan, love you, dude. All the people I met at the ranch, y'all been awesome. Everybody's been super genuine. I've had a blast, dude. It's been fucking awesome, and I hate seeing people shit on the internet. That's why I come out to say what I gotta say. Come on, bro. If you don't know the dude personally, if you haven't seen him in his own home, don't even talk, bro. Shut the fuck up. So, I know I'm going to get shade. People are going to say, bro, he's lying. He's paid, this, that, yada, yada, yada. It's the internet. It is what it is. Say whatever you want to say. I still got to live my regular life, and I still got to get up and go to work every day. But, yeah, I'm thankful, dude. Shout out to Ryan. Shout out to Beth. I'm so glad that y'all let me in y'all's house. I enjoyed my experience. It's been fucking amazing. Y'all been real as fuck with me, and I just really enjoyed it, dude. So, thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. Love both y'all, man. Y'all be safe.